Like this, now be small matter they solve for the social media's lifestyle. They don't blaster in local tire. Wait Baba do wala. Normally they say they stay for glass house, not supposed to be true stone. And charity supposed begin at home. Hey, what Emiloko do now so they make people change and follow on this money soon? Simple. Baba just come at us say, make African leaders they respect democracy. Say in the demand action against coup for African country. Pakan, who send me talk that one? Who send her? As to talk in 2 seconds, now Nigerians don't change and follow and sharply. You didn't want. Before I go give now the big way they follow the matter, so you might just drop the news live and direct. Waiting about talk when I hear waiting talk. We put up for problem this morning. Oh Lord, hey, voila. About to say, he said he also called on the United Nations to take the firm stance against military coup. The president spoke in Nairobi, Kenya, at a high-level event organized by the United Nations Development Program, UNDP, on the margins of 5th Mid-Year African Union AU coordinating meeting. Tinubu also urged African military institutions and states to recognize and respect the need for democratic renewal. The Nigerian leader, who is also the chairperson of ECOWAS Authority of Heads of State and Government, said coups d'etat should be discouraged in the continent, especially in the face of challenges like the COVID-19 pandemic, insecurity, and climate change. The president, in a statement presented by the permanent secretary in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Adamu Ibrahim Lamuwa, said it was regrettable that West Africa, despite its numerous instruments and mechanisms for promoting democracy and good governance, is leading other regions in the use of unconstitutional means to change government. See what they talk of unconstitutional means to change government. I'm not talking anything. We'll continue. He warned that the ugly trend of the military strain into the political arena is causing threats to peace, security, and stability, and endangering poverty, displacement, and humanitarian crisis. This ugly trend has only succeeded in threatening the peace, security, and stability of the sub-region, and by extension, the African continent, leaving in its trail poverty, internal displaced persons, and humanitarian crisis. In the same vein, this ugly trend has also led to food shortages and escalated health challenges. The president said, according to a statement by his spokesman, Dele Alake, we therefore must take deliberate steps to address the root cause of unconstitutional changes and coup d'etat in Africa. As a continent, we cannot make progress towards achieving the goals and targets of the United Nations Agenda 2030 for Sustainable Development, as well as those of AU Agenda 2063 for the Africa we want. Between 2020 and now, Africa has witnessed 6 successful coups d'etat and 3 unsuccessful attempts. This rise in military takeovers and unconstitutional changes in government disrupts our democratic process, and undermine stability on the continent. It is for this reason that I call on all African leaders at all levels to make concerted efforts in respecting the tenets of democracy and the rule of law in order to ensure political stability on the continent, he said. So now the G's will come out. Now waiting, Emilio come talk on your part with that. Who's telling me to? Before Emilio come talk, he said me finish. Bay! Person don't come out. They don't go bring one video come out where Baba do during a campaign that time. Now, I'm not don't watch the other video. My show that now 30 seconds video. First watch the video first before I read the comments. Some of the comments where they talk. When I first see the video, they go break come out for Baba.
This is what we are doing. Is being determined to do it at all costs. Fight for it. Grab it. Snatch it.
Yes, sir.
And run with it.
Yes, sir. Jagaban.
Now, Shepard, I don't watch that video now soon. They say, according to the best way to bring that video come out, they say, see, best way they talk to make Nigerians, make African leaders respect the democratic process. Say, see what the person we talk, that's what he talk before. See what he talk. Then now they cut us say, they respect the democratic process. Voila, this Africa will do so, Nigeria leaders. That big babe. One Pascal DK talk say, what nonsense is this man saying? Respect democracy like he did? Let's forget this man, please. Another person talk say, if you want to respect democracy, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still in detention. Ask your DSS to free him. Now, Nnamdi Kanu Matanya, that person. And that guy got to say, I'm curious, why is he always talking about coup? Why is he not talking about African leaders being accountable and transparent to their people? Being corrupt-free, tackle poverty and hunger, stop sit at home, stop sit tight in power, create jobs. There are lots of things that can stop coup to talk about. Okay. And that person got to say, not exactly a good advice though. The military are less corrupt than politicians. If what Nigeria has become is anything to go by, Nigeria will be better off with another Idiagbon or Abacha as things stands today. I beg. No carry us with that side. Another person got to say, a criminal who forged his certificates, hired fake bishops, brutalized, killed, bribed, and rigged his way into office is warning against unconstitutional means of change of government. Wonder shall never end. My person got to say, tell your Tinubu he is a terrorist and a criminal. Do you know what is democracy? If you believe Nigerians know democracy, what is Nnamdi Kanu doing in jail since court has freed him? Yoruba, you are the same with Fulani. Both of you are working together, but you will regret it. And I'm going to say, America, the West are deceiving Africa. Nigeria, because democracy is a scam. And another person going to say, preaching what yourself truncated. Smell loose. This last person going to say, why is this guy trying to play around with our brain? Does he even know what is democracy? I doubt. So now some of the reactions to Wetin Baba talk be this one. Because I think they surprised me. Why this man, any small opportunity we get, now let's talk say respect democratic process. If you not remember, June 12 speech that day, now say talk say respect democratic process. When I tell you make a chairperson of ECOWAS that day, now we see carry for head that day. Respect democratic process and what you against coup. Today again, this one it doesn't come out again. Respect. Now Nigerians go bring out video when to say power is not served a la carte. You have to snatch it, fight for it. Now you talking, not me talking. Now person go bring video come and say, oh, gas what you first talk. Oh, I go talk down that time when they tell us and that thing this time around. I don't understand. So now the update where they on ground like this now bring come. I don't say my own have to bring up the call. No, I always come in peace. anyway, they watch the video from Abeka, so they watch them. Don't forget to also share the video, make other people watch them. People will get interest for this kind of matter. Make they watch them, make they see what they saw for the Nigerian lifestyle. Anyway, we just thank God for everything.